What is up, guys? It is our last day here in Sturgis. We did get the FXR fixed where it'll run, but we ran the battery completely down and don't have a way to trickle charge it and charge it up enough to go riding today. We can get it started, but after about 2 minutes of it running, it just wants to shut off. The battery's going in protect mode, but we're not gonna just sit around the campground and waste our last day here in Sturgis. I'm sad that we don't get out and ride, but I want to spend some time with my pops and go sightseeing. So we're going to take the truck, and then we can actually sightsee it as long as we want and not worried about getting back at dark and wildlife. So we are going to go see Deadwood, like I said in the last video, and go kind of walk around, get a bite to eat in Deadwood, and then we're going to go to Custer State Park, and we might actually come back across Iron Mountain in the truck so that way he can see that amazing road. Maybe. So, but we got another bike at the campground, and you might recognize this bike. So we got 3 bikes in the campground. So we got She Rides Moto Road Glide in the campground, but she is not here. We are actually trailing the bike back for her, but that way she can ride with her boyfriend on the way back and enjoy that trip. But I'm not riding her Road Glide, and Dad rides the Sportster because it being somebody else's bike up here in Sturgis, all this traffic, I just don't want to. I did ride it to here, and I had to figure out where the friction zone was with that bike. It's a completely different bike. First time really riding a Road Glide any kind of distance. Well, a little bit of distance, but that much traffic, it did make me a little bit nervous riding the Road Glide, guys. But I personally like my Street Glide and the way it feels over a Road Glide. Just my honest opinion. I know I probably get some haters saying they love their Road Glides, and I like the way mine is set up. Nothing against hers, not at all. It's an amazing bike. She's done some amazing work to it. It's got a great suspension. I will say, I did like that Nowalski suspension. I truly did. Coming down the dirt road into the campground, amazing. I will put it up against my Geezer Engineering suspension on my Street Glide. They are both great suspensions because I barely felt any of those bumps on that dirt road. But let's get in truck, go explore Deadwood, and have a great time with my pops for the last day here in Sturgis. Ready for an adventure?
Let's do it.
I've got all the samples up front. I'm happy to get you some.
I love peanut butter. My wife's a fanatic.
Phenomenal line of all natural.
Not bad.
Phenomenal line of peanut butter. If you like to try any quick flavor, maybe
Sweet and spicy.
you finally get it.
Sweet and hot.
That's pretty saucy.
Both of us got the fish and chips.
It could be hot.
Well, that hit the spot. Last time I was there, I had the brisket. This time I had the fish and chip and have nothing bad to say about that food. Now, I don't know about everything else, but just the two things I have tried have been amazing. But if you come to Deadwood, you can definitely do some gambling, find some food, and some small trinkets all around this place. But we're gonna do a little bit more exploring and then make our way up to Custer. So we made it up here to Wild Bill's grave. He was a lawman and a gambler, and he was killed while holding a dead man's hand. But he was friends with Calamity Jane, who's actually buried right next to him. Just amazing to be able to see this in person, and I just love outlaw history. But it is a little bit of a walk to get up here. But check this view out. So you got to come on the back side of Deadwood because downtown is straight about that way. So it's a little off the beaten path, but just about 1.5 miles from actual downtown Deadwood.
Riders film.
Right.
That was the only movie they ever did in that, and that was what screwed it up. Because when Dennis Hopper then got up there in the lap of the big statue,
Right.
when the movie came out and the people saw that, they went nuts. But that's a neat.
I've been there. That's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really neat. 'Cause
Yeah, it is.
They're so neat, and
Yeah.
all their crypts are really.
Were you there when had this guy did Gone in 60 Seconds?
What, Nicolas Cage?
Yeah. Where did he have his pyramid in there when you were there?
I don't think so.
He's bought a family plot, and one of his big claims to fame was the one of his movies. But anyway, no, he has built a big, huge granite.
Really? So it can be buried there?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing that sign, pedestrians to the left, automobile traffic straight ahead.
They should.
And so, yeah, we were straight
I
ahead.
paid for a ride up.
I tell you what, I'll give you a ride back down.
Well, I can go downhill. Thank you anyway.
rolling, then you get second gear. First year's like granny gear on a truck.
Yes. Oh, okay.
You dump that clutch too hard, second gear.
Oh shit! Oh, really?
Yeah, it's wicked. But it's, you know, it's a brand new SS 111. So I'm at 120 something horsepower and about 128 foot-pounds of torque.
Yeah, I don't need all that.
I
I get in enough trouble.
Hey man, I wasn't intending to build that. I was going to put like a 96-inch in it. My son here and my other buddy in Alabama kept saying, no, you don't want the 96, you want the 111. I said, well, shit, if we're going to go big, go about the 124. No, it won't fit.
131 now.
Yeah, exactly.
131 now.
Well,
Why?
You remember, was it fiber cycles?
Yeah.
They had the 150s.
Yeah, 131's a big deal now.
So is this your first time out here?
No, this is my second. That's his first.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
You're showing him the ride.
Yeah. With it being the last day, just kind of get out, basically.
We had somebody, one of our neighbors had a
This one here,
fucking
I'm gonna
stator
build.
go out.
Oh, I had that on the Sportster. I had like literally 2 weeks before coming out here. I had to put that on, put the chain kit on,
Done with it.
because the plan was to bring the bagger. And then literally 2 weeks ago, the cylinder stud just pulled right out. So I thought it was a head gasket at first. I could see smoke coming from the engine, like just out from, not even from the behind or anything like that. So where it blew was in the middle. Well, I'm thinking maybe just an intake seal, because I'd get on it and it'd be kind of smoking and just pinging. I'm like kind of like a air leak and stuff like that. So when I pulled that off, I could see one of the head bolts literally sticking straight up. So
And I like it.
So you were leaking out that?
never know who you're gonna run into and just have a conversation on the side of the road. And old bikes, you know, you can bring up some awesome conversations about an old bike, especially when your pops owns a Springer and the other guy's riding a Springer.
Then they were crossing the road. The last report I got, they were up here.
That was a neat experience, stopping by Custer State Park Visitor Center. Highly recommend it. Learning about the bison, plus they're tracking them so you can kind of find out where they are. So if you want to go see them, they're just a little bit far out and the sun's starting to set. So we're not going to get to see no bison. But I didn't know that bison live about 12 to 20 years. So that was an interesting fact that I learned in there. But if you have time and you're coming through Custer State Park, highly recommend stopping here. A lot of good information.
Yeah. Yeah. That's perfect right there, guys. I got it from here. Yes, sir.
As soon as the front of the nose goes boom, you're there.
Well guys, this is the next day and we're all loaded up and we're about to be headed out of Sturgis, headed back home. We got a 1,500 mile drive back to Alabama, and then he's still got about another 200 miles back to his house. But it's been an absolute blast out here, being able to hang out with my pops. Last year I got out and rode a lot of these roads around here. Just kind of stinks that he did not get to do it on his FXR, but old bikes do have their problems. This one just had to happen in Sturgis. And last year, my old bike, I had to get repaired in Sturgis. So it's been a little bit of a trend, but we are planning on coming back to Sturgis, just not next year. We're gonna get the trailer all done, get it finished, have a generator, make it even more comfortable and tie downs. But still, being able to come out here with my pops was just an absolute blast to drive out here, spending time with him and getting to explore. Would have loved to seen some bison yesterday. It just didn't happen. They were kind of way off and we were kind of moseying our way back to here, but the sights, everything was just an absolute blast. What do you think of Sturgis?
Yeah, we'll be back about 2 years. We'll be back up here. Get everything all set up and ready to go. Yep.
So guys, I hope you have a good one and I'll see you guys next time.